yesterday, it was announced by Mr. Comer that starting on Friday, the House Oversight Committee is going to start getting some of the Maxwell Epstein documents. Not clear which ones, and he made it clear this is going to take a while. There's a New York Times story that says the story's not very well reported, I have to say, but the essence of the story is true, which is members are hearing about it as they're home over the recess about from some constituents that they want a resolution to this Epstein thing. There's all sorts of weird things going on down at the prison with Maxwell, and I continue to say like something's going to give on that pretty soon. And we still are expecting two things to happen right after Congress returns. One is Ro Khanna and Mr. Massey are having a press conference with some of the alleged victims, some of whom apparently have never spoken publicly before. And the discharge position is ripening and could be a real problem. So, Sean, what is the Trump, Johnson, Thune, Weil strategy for keeping this thing from dominating September?
I don't know. It was interesting. You saw last night this appointment of Missouri's Attorney General as co-deputy FBI director. I don't know anything, so I'll purely speculate. But I believe that was to sort of that you can tell they still have a Bongino problem with I think what's going on with how they're handling this. I don't know that they've fixed it. To be honest with you, I think they have a bandwidth issue, and they've sort of been hoping that these other issues allow the story to be overcome by events. So I don't get the sense that there is one as much as just hoping it goes away.
Dan, I thought there'd be more investigative work, but maybe all the reporters are in the Hamptons, so they're not writing stories. But besides the events I mentioned, what happens to Maxwell, discharge position, that press conference, and the document delivery, those are four things we know are happening. And there's still one of the three federal judges has to rule on whether to unseal the grand jury testimony. Do you see other things occurring in the fall that could keep this alive and make it challenging for the president?
No, I think the hope is they slow walk the release of these documents in conjunction with the judge not unsealing stuff, right? You can see where they could say, hey, look, we're trying our best, right? This takes time, give it time, like tomorrow, and you hope that you can walk it into the ground. I just think that match was lit years ago, and you can't just put it out like this. I think it's his own base that's going to keep demanding this. They're going to have to give. And that's where I think, Mark, your thing about the pardon.
Well, there's a little bit of an issue here where I think they're trying to solve two separate problems, or one, and then not fully maybe solving the other one. And the one that they're solving is, was Donald Trump sort of implicated or mentioned at all in these files, which Bill Barr addressed yesterday in his testimony to Comer's committee. And I think that's also what's leading them to really talk to Maxwell. The problem is that I don't know that that's been I think they think, or he thinks that that's the problem maybe, but I don't think that that's where the base thinks the problem is. And so they might solve one problem but expose another, which is there's still this greater the desire for greater transparency and understanding of what's in the files.
Yeah. I never read the chat. Perhaps some of you people, you don't know that. I don't read it, but I do glance at it. And I'm telling you, you people who think this is not a story, it shouldn't be a story, you might be right, it shouldn't be a story. But I'm telling you, do a little reporting yourself. You'll find this is going to be an issue in September. And it's not an issue they have an answer for yet. All right. Want more great clips like that? I've got an idea. Hit the subscribe button, be part of the Two-Way community, never miss a clip. And you can always watch our full episodes, join them live, go to twoway.tv.